Comedy. Let's give it up for Gino Riccardi, everyone.
God, what a tall drink of water. Did you see that guy that came on before me? He was good looking. Fuck you, man. Sorry, Will. Sorry. There's another really good looking comic after me. So I'm the short meat in your handsome man sandwich. So, you can enjoy it. It's like a McDonald's cheeseburger, you know? It's like, where is it? Where is it? All right. I don't mean to roast myself. I'm just tall enough to reach like normal people shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't need help all the time. I do it by myself. I'm 5'7" and a half. That's how you know. Nobody's 6'1" and a half, right? Like, you can keep the half so you look like you need it. Right? I'm not sensitive about it either. Like, but people like let me know. You know, like people say shit. People just fucking mean-spirited. I had a friend that told me she'd have sex with me if I was 2 inches taller. I'm like, I'll work harder? I don't know. What the fuck you want from me? Like, I didn't ask you. Also, that's just not useful information. Let's just keep it constructive, you know? Like, I know what she was saying. She's like, make a case, Gino, sell me on it. Sell me on that dick. I'm like, look, we both know I think you're hot. You think I'm attainable, you know? That's where our relationship's at. But I feel like that was the female version of like, do you have 2 beers? Just 2 beers, you know? That's what when a guy's trying to make a hard decision, he's like, I don't know, give me another beer. You don't want to get whiskey dick, you don't want to take it that far. Anyway. Oh man, yeah man, I'm vertically challenged, whatever, who gives a shit. No, you know what that is? Height for men is like, I'm actually loud. I'm not a loud person. I'm like soft. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to the speaker. That's what's going on. Okay. I'm a soft-spoken dude. This is like me. I'm at a 10. I had a triple shot of espresso before I came here. And I'm like, you know, I'm chill. You know. I don't look like this because I smoke weed. I smoke weed because I look like this. But height on dudes is like tits for women. You know, it raises your rent. You know, it raises your price. I'm a competitive price, but high value. You know, I'm rent control. That's what I am. This rent control dick over here. If you want a nice space, low maintenance, you know, that's I'll match a boy. You know? You just gotta find me in the crowd. That's all. I feel like my height is the reason people know I'm not white because I'm like I'm on the fence, you know what I mean? I did a show, okay, I'm actually from Orange County, like I do my stuff in LA, but I'm from Orange County. And so I don't know if you guys ever heard of Laguna Beach. It's a really, rich area. And I'm like, dude, I found out that good neighborhoods all have tall people in them. This is, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. That's that Nordic blood, all right. Well, you know how you all have that tall person in your family? I don't, but we have one branch of the family where they're just marrying tall women. All the dudes are marrying tall women. They have charming, good jobs, you know? In Spanish, they call it improving the race. It's kind of fucked up. It's an expression, dude. Like, I didn't make it up. But they are improving it. There's some Jew in there now too, you know, they're just taking the scenic route. With people with a name like Gino, people are always like, yeah, because you're Italian, and then they look at me for a second. Right? I never answered. I always say something like, I shrug my shoulders and like, what do you think? What do you want me to be? I'll be whatever you want. Just call me yours. No. Yeah, I'll be Italian. I'm like, sure. Are you Italian? Sure. That's like my thing. Sure, you know? Because I'm like, all you know is that I'm small. You know, like I don't have that Nordic shit in me. But like, I don't like, my parents are Spanish speakers, you know? But like, I was raised white, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't eat pozole as a kid or like have tamales for Christmas and shit. I know I was raised white because me and my friends like to hit each other in the dick. Apparently that's a white thing. I didn't know that. I did not know that until like a year ago. Because I just spent my whole life hitting people in the dick. I didn't know. Just an innocent little dick-hitting kid, you know? And I grew up in Huntington Beach, a very white, conservative town. And so like everyone, all the non-white people were raised white too. So there's just a bunch of ethnic people hitting each other in the dick. With like craft beer, good coffee, and hitting each other in the dick. It's our trifecta, you know? Well, last year I was talking to a bunch of comics and they mentioned something like that. They're like, yeah, white people be hitting each other in the dick. And I'm like, what's wrong with that? And I'm like, yeah, see, that's because you're white. I'm not. Ask a white person if I'm white. They should know. I'll tell you right away. I had this argument twice in the last week. And like, the way I resolved it was, this dude's like, hey, talk to your coworker, man. You're white, he's white, go talk to him. I'm like, I'm not. He's like, but you are. And then asked the dude next to him who was white. And I'm like, hey, am I white? And he's like, you're all right. That was his Don't worry about it, man. You're cool. I like you. I didn't grow up with any of that shit, man. I just found out about Dia de los Muertos during Coco. He was a Coco. I didn't know any of that shit. You know? None of that shit. They tried to wipe my brother. It was really sad. They tried to wipe him. Sometimes ethnic parents will do this. They'll give their kid a white name and think that that'll make it fix it or something like that, you know? They tried to name him John. How'd they fuck that up, you ask? They named him Jan, Jan. What the fuck is that? I literally asked my dad, because he named him, Dad, what the fuck is that? And to this day, he can't answer me. And sometimes if I just want to fuck with him, I'll ask him again. So we just want to know, why do you name him Jan? I know why, because it's like the Spanish pronunciation, Jean, that's what you would say. But I'm like, you were in this country since you were 16. You had enough time to be able to spell John. You had some time to think about it. And he'll do this thing that dads do when they want to buy themselves some time to think. And he'll go, ah. I'm like, no. You can only add for so long. You're not going to add. After the actor. Which actor? He was like a cowboy actor. You named your firstborn son after someone whose name currently escapes you. That's what I'm hearing right now. Dad. I'll feed it to him. Jan Michael Vincent? Yeah, you don't know who that is. I don't even know who that is. That's a name I hear in conversation here and there. Jan Michael Vincent. My brother's name is Jan Cooper Riccardi, and that name has gotten him in so many fights. It's really sad. Kids ain't progressive. You got a funky name. That's chum in the water. You're out for blood, you know? My brother wanted to be a pussy so bad. He joined band. He was in theater, you know? Like, and then one day he's like, what if I just start carrying a gun and deal meth? How about that? A name can ruin your life. They should have PSAs like that, you know? Don't be overly ambitious with the names. Me and my fiance get in fights over it. Not fights, but we talk some shit, you know? Like, she's a comic too, so she can hold her own, but the name Cappuccino has come up? No. The name Cappuccino has come up to name our son or daughter. I guess if it was a daughter, it'd be Cappuccino. I don't know. She came up with the name Leo eventually. Because at first we had settled on Bridgestone, like the tires. I'm like, all right, fine, I'm out of class. I'll do whatever you want to do. Leo Riccardi, that's a good name. I'm like, yeah. And then I saw a Google Doc she had up, and it said Leo Everest Riccardi. I'm like, you motherfucker, you trying to give our kid a fucked up middle name? No one ever gives a middle name, who cares? My name's Paolo. I dare you to fucking remember it. Nobody's going to. Because my parents decided after the debacle that was my brother to Italian me. My last name's Riccardi, so I mean, we're ethnically Italian. That's why I don't even like to get into it. I'm like, I don't know, man. Do you want to know why I'm short, or why I'm not hairy, or why I'm also hairy below the waist? I don't know. Like, what case are you trying to build, you know? Because at any point during one of my sets, everyone in the audience will collectively go, oh, that's just a weird motherfucker. All you need to know. My parents are immigrants, weird motherfucker. Those two things, you know? Oh, man. Yeah, you notice, since I don't want to say since the, okay. I don't like people saying the pandemic's over. It's not. Quarantine's over, right? Let's not say stupid things because I feel like we're tempting fate. That's all I'm going to say about it. Don't tempt fate. Don't say shit before it happens. But ever since the quarantine, everybody's phenomenally shitty at their jobs. Have you noticed that? It's like horribly, terribly, and it wasn't great before, you know? Like, you already knew that the person working at Starbucks like wasn't working on their engineering degree. This is it. You know, this is the plan. Like, we serve coffee until the day we die. Yeah, benefits here. I'm so nice to them. I'm like, this is your last stop. I appreciate it. So I don't even order anything complicated. I try to make it as simple as possible. Just give me 2 shots of espresso, I'll do the rest. I don't give a shit. I feel like that's too many syllables too, like they might get confused, you know? Espresso? Coffee. Just give me coffee, whatever. After the quarantine, this happened to me more than once. Otherwise, I would have thought it was just like, oh, this place sucks, you know? It's happened to me more than once. I'll have a large and a small coffee. What? Shit. Because you already know, you're like, okay, this could go south really fast. I'll have a large, and I'm doing the hand gestures now. And this person speaks perfect English, there's no excuse, you know? I'll have a large and a small coffee. Okay, a large, and what was the other one? I'll get a quantity 2 of the coffees. I'll settle I want both of my hands to be full of, that's what I want, when I go outside and there's a woman waiting for me, and she's gonna be like, can I have some of yours? I don't want that, so I just want to avoid that situation. Alright. And wasn't there a small in there? No, we're past that. We're past the sizes, we're past the qualification, just 2 of whatever you got. Take 2 of anything. Just give me 2 of something. Right. I need my hands full. When I get out, I need my hands full. That's what I need. So I walked out with 1 coffee. No. No, so this one specific place, right? So I order that, and I go through that, and like I just like a little bite of something with my coffee, just something sweet. I don't want the fucking 1,000-calorie cheesecake and shit. Just fucking like a little cream-filled donut hole, needlessly named a Bombolino. Just fucking call it whatever you want. Cream-filled donut hole. I have the thing, you know. However you pronounce it, whatever it is. And so they're like taking 15 minutes to put this thing in a box, you know? And like I already feel shitty about myself, you know? And so I'm like, is the thing coming? And they're like, oh yeah, we're getting it ready. And I'm like, are you inventing the donut hole? Like there must be a process. They just put it in the box. She got so pissed at me, she put this tiny little thing in a big ass box that's rattling around in there, frozen solid. The place closed down 3 days later and came back as Able Coffee. And the tagline is, because we're able. I respect people. I myself am in the service industry. I'm a bartender, okay? So like I've worked at a bar, in a hotel, so like there's a thing inside another thing, you know? So there's blur. People ask the bar for hotel shit, I'm not about it, you know? You don't know this, but in the service industry, we're training the general public at large. What is acceptable behavior? A man asked me to cut and wash his apple. Not your mom, no. You're a grown-ass man, you eat that apple. You eat an apple, that's what you do. You eat it and it's gone. Trash. Apple, trash. It's 2 steps. Apples, you don't go to Red Lobster, it's like, can you wash my appy? You don't fucking do that. But like, dude, I ask for ice. I ask for anything that doesn't bring the guy money. I feel horrible about myself. I'll tell you a quick story. I'm gonna end on this. I was happy hour at a place called Islands, really great burger place. I don't know if you have them out here. You forget that it's also a family restaurant, so your vision's up here. You forget that there might be kids. I accidentally punched a small child in the head. I didn't mean to, okay? Child was on his feet, is on his back now. Man down, boy down. Whatever. I felt horrible about myself. Also, I kind of giggled, but I didn't mean to. I don't know what it is that makes your heart warm up when a small child gets punched in the head. The first thought that goes through your head when you do something terrible like that is, did anybody see that? So I look up, the parents are right there. Doubled over in laughter. They couldn't have been more happy. They loved me for it. They wanted to be my friend, and I felt like because like I did it for them. Like, they don't have to tell their kid boogeyman stories or like if you stray from the group, a drunk asshole's gonna punch you in the head. And it happened, there's proof. And they're laughing. I know this fun little incident can turn into a lawsuit in a second. You know what I mean? Like, kid probably has a concussion. I don't know. I wasn't looking for him, you know? I go up to the bartender. I'm like, can I please have a bag? I just punched a small child in the head. And he did that same thing. Are the parents here? And I felt just as bad for asking for that bag of ice cream that would bring him no gratification while he's busy during happy hour as I did for punching that small kid in the head. So when you ask a service employee something that doesn't bring them money, just know in their mind you just punched a small child in the head. All right, thank you. That's my time. My name's